have seen you say that you will cooperate with the DCI or with the security agencies. That is fine. But in reality, we do not see a true apology as to the events that happened. Greetings, honorable Kenyans. It is yet another sad day in regards to one of our youths dying because of a careless mistake again by the PS Fikirini Jacobs. I think we have really tried to approach the ministry and the NYC in regards to planning things considering the young people of Kenya. Lakini ukweli ni Fikirini ameingia ile mtego ambayo tulikuwa tunajaribu tumtoe. He had the opportunity to redefine the politics of Kenya once more, but he took again the opportunity to mess it up again. We have seen you say that you will cooperate with the DCI or with the security agencies. That is fine. But in reality, we do not see a true apology as to the events that happened. We do not see the pain that you are feeling in regards to the loss of a young person's life. We have not heard you before advocate for the lives that you have lost before in regards to the protests of 2024, 2025, the young people that were lost during the demonstrations. And yet again, this is another life in your hands, responsible by you. When I start to look at things clearly, ile ugonjwa ambayo imekuwa ya traditional politics, you have inherited that proudly. And this is a moment that defines your career. You were given the opportunity, you misused it. Right now, what the current situation calls for you to have the courtesy of stepping aside from that position so that a more viable person steps into that position. We cannot be losing everyday young people like it's not a big deal. Tunahitaji vijana waishi miaka mingi. You're killing leaders. We're in short of leaders. Viongozi tunajua is just 1 to 2% of the population. That is another young soul lost because of the culture of goonism. Wewe Fikirini, tumekuandikia barua ngapi kuanzia NYC movement na vijana wengine across Kenya? How many letters have we written to the Ministry of Youth Affairs? How many letters have we taken to the NYC to advise you in regards of to how to handle youths? But this is an opportunity you lost because of the same pride that is eating the political class, the elderly in the political class. Hiyo kitu ambayo inawakula imekuingia wewe. Pride has gotten the best of you. And this is where you are. We know you have the big boys to protect you. It's okay. But history will remember that you had the opportunity to change the narrative of Kenyan youths. And you destroyed it with your hands. I know this government will use this very opportunity to dismiss the concerns of young people in regards to the national youth elections. But in reality, one man should not stop the whole show. Kama Fikirini ni akanyage nje. Kutoka a gazette elections of vijana 17th of April, what was he doing? Kazi ilikuwa tu kwenda kumobilize huko, unapiga picha, unatuonyesha hapo kwa channel ya WhatsApp, unatuonyesha huko TikTok, huko X. But in reality, there is no job that is being done. We are doing all the homework for you. Tunakufanyia kazi. There are better people for that position. You have been favored to be in that position. Sufanye tu kazi. What's so hard about doing work? This is another opportunity for young people that has been thrown away. Utaanza kuona sasa serikali ikisema vijana wako tayari uongozi. If a careless mistake like that can happen on your watch and inside your car, the life of a young person being lost, and you're there, your apology is not heartfelt. Your apology does not actually indicate that you even feel any form of responsibility for the death of that young person. You give a young person 10,000 Kenyan shillings to distribute to 60 youths. Hiyo ni kuweka mtu kwa noma. Wewe umetoka huko Kilifi. Kilifi is a very peaceful town. When I visited Kilifi last year, I was so proud about Kilifi. Nikikuja kudiscover kumbe PS wa youth ni Fikirini na ametoka Kilifi, I'm starting to wonder, why don't you bring the same peace to other counties? Why don't you afford the same peace to other youths? It is quite absurd and it is very saddening that you have been entrusted with an opportunity that so many young people are ready. Now wako ready to perform. I can tell you for a fact, because you know, you have the statistics, you know the organizations that are registered with the National Youth Council. So you know the civil societies for young people, you know the initiatives. You really know that young people are full of solutions, are full of innovative ideas, but in reality, you have just chosen to play the same game that the elderly are playing. Our opportunity for us to redefine things for young people again has been postponed, because you had the time to plan for elections from last year but won all those fake announcements that you've been making. It is about time that we as young people get an opportunity to redefine this politics, and you have just spoiled it for yourself. I won't say you have spoiled it for everyone else, because there are so many of us who are still fighting for reforms, and we will make sure we do that. We will make sure we bring these reforms to the young generation, because hii ndio kitu imekuwa ikikula wazazi wetu, hii ndio kitu imekuwa inakula wazazi wetu. You have entered the same trap. We are here to defend you as young people. On the very same day, a day before the event of Cecil happened, you sent a few young people here to speak about your good works, and unfortunately the next day is when we hear the story of Cecil, and this came days after we had already given a petition to the Ministry of Youth Affairs in regards to an unclear electoral roadmap. If you do not know yet the National Steering Committee, then what are we doing? What are we calling this? This is not election. This is appointments. You should not say NYC election. You should say NYC appointment. So that's straightforward. We know that these are appointed youths. They are not elected. They do not represent us. So, to the young Kenyans watching, we have a movement called Inclusive National Youth Congress. Kazi ya movement ni kuchanuana kama vijana. Usiingie kwa hizo mitego. Hiyo punch ni sawa, najua mko njaa, lakini saa hii ni saa mbaya sana. Nawaambia ni saa mbaya. Watch out. Be careful of the food that you put in your mouth. Be careful from the hand that feeds you. Right now, it is worth just sacrificing a little while, because in reality, I have seen so many young people pretend to be fighting and advocating for the rights of other young people. I have seen them. I have talked to them. I have engaged them. I have advised them. But in reality, ni mfuko tu mtu alikuwa anataka kuponya. Lakini ukikula hiyo pesa, and it is on record, you are supporting someone whose character cannot be defined by the chapter 6 of the Constitution. Leadership, integrity. We are missing the point. It is time for young people to step up. Otherwise, a narrative that we are goons and that we are not fit for leadership is being driven. And Fikirini Jacobs is going to be used as the situation to disqualify young people from leadership. Fikirini Jacobs is the very reason this government will use to disqualify young people from entering, from having the NYC elections. They've postponed the elections indefinitely. What we are telling them, all they need is just 3 months. 3 months is enough for preparation. They had a long time before. We have already given them a clear way of executing this. So, kama ni akili iko ya kusongesha shughuli. Engage us, let us use this opportunity to uplift young people. Wacheni kuweka vijana kwa hizo vita zenu unnecessary. We cannot be paying for the price of tokenism, corruption, and the price ends up to be the life of young people. Mimi sisikii watu sio mayouth wakikufa eti carelessly. It is only young people who are in this trap. Only young people ndio wana suffer the most. So it is about time. Fikirini Jacobs, hata si unaweza fanyia vijana, just step away from that position. Kazi ni mingi, umeokota do, enda piga biz. If you are truly innocent, step aside for investigations. That is the most honorable thing you can do. Otherwise, we are still in pain in regards to 24th. The political class turned that day into a political agenda, and it ended up that even young people missed the opportunity to mourn their heroes, those who are democratic and heroes of good governance. We are losing leaders and we are in short of leaders. My message to young people, anzeni kuchambua vitu, anzeni kuona vitu in a clear way, lakini fikirini sio kwa ubaya. You need to step down from that position.